Nobel Prize winner Wangari Maathai developed her political philosophy shortly after she received the Nobel Peace Prize in 2004 for her work with the greenbelt movement. Founded in 1977, the greenbelt movement has planted over 51 million trees in Kenya, working at the grassroots, national and international levels promoting environmental conservation, climate resilience, and empowering communities, especially women and girls. Maathai likened her political philosophy to the traditional African stool, consisting of 3 legs and a seat. The first leg represents a democratic space where rights, be they human, women's, children's, or environmental, are respected. The second leg represents the sustainable and accountable management of natural resources for past, current, and future generations. The third leg represents what she calls cultures of peace: fairness, respect, compassion, forgiveness, recompense, and justice. The 3 legs of the stool support the seat, which represents the social environment or backdrop on which development can take place. Citizens feeling secure that the 3 legs are in place, that their country has robust democratic principles, the fair distribution of resources, and strong cultures of peace, can be educated, productive, and creative. Just as the African stool is made out of a single block of wood, each leg or pillar is reinforced by the others and formed from the same grain. So these issues must also be addressed together and simultaneously. For example, the responsible and accountable management of resources, as well as the sharing of them impartially, can be accomplished only if there is a democratic space in which all rights are respected. In her 2009 book, The Challenge for Africa, Maathai wrote that it is essential to recognize when one or more of the 3 pillars is absent and accept that no matter how many funds are provided in a country that is balancing on 2, 1, or no legs, the money may not only be wasted or have only a temporary effect, but may even contribute to the continuing instability of countries and societies on the African continent. She stressed that foreign aid is not simply a matter of protecting the human rights of individuals. It is also about acknowledging the potential knock-on effects of dysfunctional governments. The selling off of natural resources for the personal enrichment of a small elite, suppressing democratic activities, and harassing members of civil society, fomenting violence between communities or political parties, mismanaging the economy, and neglecting basic services all contribute to the likelihood that the state will eventually collapse. Having a stable stool will ensure that a holistic approach to development is adopted, placing a priority on democratic governance and respect for human and other rights, equitable, sustainable, and accountable use of all resources, and managing the affairs of the state in an accountable and responsible way. Maathai believed that it is essential to accept the truth of the history of Africa and admit that the contemporary stool has been changed drastically. She presented her philosophy as a tool and not as a panacea to all African problems. The challenge for Africa, she said, is to imagine what the original stool could have looked like, in what ways its pillars served the people, and how those pillars might be re-envisioned for the challenges of today. To learn more about how Professor Wangari Maathai's political philosophy affects your life, listen to our podcast, Think African, brought to you by Sound Africa in cooperation with Hendrik Bull Stift in Cape Town and African Arguments, wherever you listen to your podcasts.